Look, we believe in what the great governor of Indiana, Mitch Daniels, said. And in his book, he said that in the last 236 years of this nation, this is the third moment in the history of this country where the American experiment is in jeopardy. And those words motivate us and they inspire us because we understand this is a unique moment and rare moment in the last 5,000 years of human history. You and I have been given a tremendous gift. And it's a constitution that limits the power of government and empowers we the people. And what that means is you and I, we enforce the Constitution, and we enforce the Constitution at the ballot box. Yes. And because we haven't been doing our job, we've elected a poor political class in Illinois and around the country. Illinois is bleeding to death. And what stops the bleeding is electing principled people like you and I. What stops the bleeding in this state is electing people that are running on proven solutions and robust policy. And to that end, in this election cycle, I'm proud to announce the Save Illinois Taxpayers Pledge. And it is the most robust policy, and it will solve the long-term problems of this state. And it's a three-part pledge. And candidates are running on it, and 72% of the voters that are going to go to the ballot box in November approve of this plan. It is the plan to win in a blue state. First part, freeze property taxes. You tell me, did your home value last year fall? Yes. Did your property tax bill increase? Yes. Do you think that's fair? No. We need to take a time out. We need to catch our breaths. Illinois leads the country in our foreclosure rate. Our property tax bills are the 6th highest in the country. We feel like we're renting our homes from school districts and local units of government. Freeze property taxes now. Here's part 2. All state and local spending needs a forensic audit. We need to go beyond the pro forma regular auditing here in Illinois. We need an audit that specifically targets the fraud and the abuse and ends corrupt practices. And after the city treasurer in the small town of Dixon stole $53 million, you and I, we've proven our point. Here's part 3. Repeal the 67% income tax hike. Our corporate tax rate is higher than Russia. Our personal incomes fell last year, and they hiked our taxes by 67%, and we shed 60,000 jobs in this state last year. Repeal it. Get rid of it. Repeal the 67% tax hike. And 3 years ago, when I ran for governor of Illinois, on 2 of these 3 pieces, on the property tax freeze, on the forensic audit, I made promises to you. And one of those promises was to open the books, to put every dime of spending online in as real time as possible. And I'm proud to say that last fall, I executed on that promise at openthebooks.com. We posted the pay intentions of virtually every single public official at every level of Illinois government. And when we opened the books, what did we find? What's the matter with Illinois? 57 city and village managers that out-earn every governor of the 50 states. And in the small town of Grays Lake, Illinois, that was the #1 salary at $259,000. What's the matter with Illinois when we took a look at school district treasurers out-earning the state treasurer of Illinois, and we studied one of them in Lyons Township? And he hiked his own pay from $163,000 to $296,000 in a year, without telling his school board. And his school board president resigned, and he didn't have a contract. And then they hired an independent law firm to look into him. And on August 31st, he resigned. And I hope it's illegal, and I hope he's indicted. What's the matter with Illinois? Public government is exploding in our colleges and universities. 10 years ago, we had 50,000 employees, and now we have 91,000 employees. And college enrollment's only up 7%. And out of 91,000 employees in our colleges and universities, the 7th highest is the president of a community college not more than 20 miles from here at Moraine Valley. And last year he made $674,000. And he out-earned the chancellor at the U of I. What's the matter with Illinois? I think it starts with our state's top law enforcement officer, Attorney General Lisa Madigan. And Lisa Madigan has 727 employees and 400 attorneys, and she can't find public corruption anywhere. And we dug deeply into her office, and we found, while she was telling the Better Government Association in Chicago that she doled out no pay hikes, she actually gave 57 pay hikes to her political appointees, her political pals, for $500,000. The state of Illinois is broke unless you're connected, unless you're a friend of Lisa Madigan. Yep. Now at OpenTheBooks.com, we've gone beyond paying pensions. We started posting vendor spending of all the units of government in Illinois, and we started with our school districts, the checkbooks, all 900 districts, all the way back to 2006. And what's the matter with Illinois? 47 school districts spent $50 million on taxi cab service. Only 6 of them had a negotiated contract, the rest paid for expensive individual rides, and then we learned that local taxpayers only paid 20% of it. You paid 80% of the bill as state taxpayers. We found that the city of Waukegan cut $2,400 worth of checks to the Union Political Committee, the AFL-CIO PAC. That's city money, taxpayer money, into a campaign fund, and that should be an indictment, and that should be prosecution for law breaking. Is systemically corrupt, and you and I, we have a lot of work to do. But what are we told? We're told that it's Illinois. You can't fight City Hall. You can't end corruption, and you can't win. And it's nonsense. If Lech Wałęsa can stand up against all institutional force in Poland and end communism on a peaceful basis, you and I can bring a new day to Illinois. Personal and political privilege to get to know Lech Wałęsa. And he's been in Chicago twice over the last couple of years, endorsing our platform and our principles to help us raise money for our mission for the good of Illinois. And he tells the following story. He says, in the early days of Solidarity, nobody gave them a chance to end communism on a peaceful basis. But they were successful because they had something that the communists did not have. The men of Solidarity and the women of Solidarity had stronger principles and they had stronger values. And we, you and I, we have stronger principles and we have stronger values than the Chicago machine that is decimating this state. I appreciate you. We have 10 days to be the most historic team at ending business-as-usual corrupt practices here in Illinois. And it will just be a good step and a good start. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you. Thanks for